Holy skull. Cupid, Cupid, duh. I don't know why I have that song in my head. But we won't know unless we give it a try. Good morning, Daniel. Good boy. Good morning. Oh. Oof. Sorry, guys. I don't know what this is here. My eyes are watering. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. How is everybody doing? It is Saturday and I am home. Y'all, I am home. I am so happy to be home. I took a shower in my own shower last night with my good shampoo. Cleaned my hair, got rid of that funky ass ponytail. Because y'all, let me tell you something. I cannot use hotel shampoo and conditioner. It just does not work for me. And I will not wash my hair on the road. So I could be on the road a whole week. I had that bun put in my hair. I washed my hair Tuesday. I guess Tuesday to Friday is not that bad because I usually go longer. But I don't wash my hair on the road. But I did wash it last night. I took the best shower. Shaved my armpit, shaved my legs, washed my hair, sang, told stories, practiced my fight moves, all of it. So happy to be home. And then I was in the backyard and the kids went to the neighbor's house. So it was just me and Michael, and we were listening to music. And he was like, "Do you want a drink?" And I was like, "Okay." So, he drank a beer and I drank a vodka and soda, whatever. And I said to him, "Let's make out." And he goes, "You're such an 8th grader." And I was like, "I know, I don't care." So I straddled him on my back deck, and my neighbors were outside grilling, but I didn't care. I wasn't like having sex with him. I just like got on top of him, straddled him, and was kissing him. And he gets so, I wish y'all could see how red his face gets. He gets so shy to kiss in public. Like he's so, he was raised by my mother-in-law who's very modest and very, not physically affectionate. And my husband just is like, "Oh, she's on top of me, folks. She's kissing me in public." I don't care. I don't care. Don't stop. Get it. I don't care. Somebody just wrote, if somebody asked for a prenup a month before the wedding, okay, make that shit work for you. I'm not scared of a prenup. Like 70% of marriages fail. Yeah, okay. Make it work for you. Sure, you want a prenup? Great. Get a lawyer to look out for you. So if you're married for 5 years, you get this amount of money. If you're married for 10, you got kids, you get this. No, make it work for you. Don't be scared of the prenup. Do not be scared of the prenup. Michael and I have a postnup. We put stuff in writing after we got married because started to see some issues. I'm not scared. Neither is he. Anyway, so I love you too, Tanya. So I'm so happy to be home. And I'm so happy to see my dog, my babies, my home, my bed, my shower, my toothbrush. Anyway, one of the things that I notice in the messages that you guys write me is a lot of you that have problems going on right now, become so consumed with the problem that you lose your identity in the problem. One woman she's pregnant right now by a man who's not her husband. She's not married, but she got pregnant by a man who's not her husband. And she is consumed with who she will now become and what this will make her and what people will think about her and blah, 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 blah. And I wrote back to her, in your mind, you have a problem. You are not a problem. We have got to stop being so hard on ourselves. We all have problems. We are not those problems. Those problems do not define us. They may slow us down. They may give us pause. They may cause us to change course or whatever the case may be. But we do not become our problems. You are not a marked woman. You do not become a marked woman. For me, I remember a couple of years ago when all of that stuff went down with the magazine. And those of you who have been with me over 2 years, you remember, I was devastated because in the middle of all of that, my marriage was totally fractured. And I felt like I was doomed. I felt like I had poured myself into this career path that was now over and supported a marriage that at the time I believed was now over. And in my mind, I was those things. I was a fractured career. I was a fractured marriage. And when you burden yourselves with those beliefs, when you make yourself the problem, when you don't separate yourself from the problems, when you allow yourself to believe you are the problem, you act that way. And it becomes so daunting for you. You cannot function. You cannot wife. You cannot mother. You cannot girlfriend. You cannot daughter, because you are consumed with the fact that you are marked, that you are scarred, that flawed, that you are a failure. And I remember being in that space and trying to pour into you guys at the time, trying to keep up Coffee Talk and crying sometimes before I would get on camera. But you guys wouldn't know, and I would think, how am I going to say anything that means anything worthwhile to them? I'm a fraud. My life is falling apart. And I realized very quickly, thank God, through prayer, that I am not the problem. I have problems, but I am not those problems. And that eventually those problems would work themselves out, and I would go back. I would continue to be the queen of my life, because that's what I decided I am. And it is crucial to me that you understand that when your life hits speed bumps, when your career takes a turn, when your relationship fails, if it does, or if it fractures, or if it pauses, or whatever, if you thought you would be married forever and now you're not, if you thought you would be married before you have children but you weren't, whatever the case may be, you are not those things. Those are things that happen on your journey, but that is not who and what you are. And the beautiful thing about that is I know, because I went through it. And I have had, a husband who has made grave mistakes. He is not those mistakes. I am not those mistakes. I have made grave mistakes. I am not those mistakes, and neither is he. I really, also, it is really important that I teach my children this, especially Olivia. She's very hard on herself, very. And I tell Olivia all the time, You are not one bad grade. You are not a lost soccer game. You are not, these are things that come into your life to give you pause, to remind you to work harder, or to remind you of something else, or whatever the case may be. But you are not these things. You are this. And for me, personally, my children are very godly children, and I can remind them that God created them to be outstanding, and they believe that at their core. They believe in their Maker, and they believe in His love and His vision. So for me, I feel lucky because I can bring them back to that, to center them. But I can't always do that for myself. Truly, sometimes I get bogged down. And so I just wanted to remind you, one way to stop being so hard on yourself is to separate yourself from your problem. You are not your problem. You have problems. You're working through problems. More problems will come, but they are not who you are, and they don't define you. And I love you for saying that. I have to do my radio show this morning at 8 a.m., so in like 50 minutes. So I'm going to get up and get dressed. If you want to listen to my radio show, you can do it two ways. You can log on to myv949.com, myv949.com, and you can listen live. Or you can go over to my Instagram, which is Jamie P. Sullivan, and you can watch it live. I am going to be talking about, what am I talking about this morning? Geez, I can't remember. My playlist for when I clean. Everybody always wants to know, because I always say classic hip hop and R&B is the best for when you're cleaning. And they said put a playlist together. So I did, and I'm going to be talking about it this morning. So if you just want some feel-good music, some music to turn up while you're cleaning your house this morning, or getting your kitchen straight, or making coffee, or whatever you're doing. And then I'm going to go to Charlie's soccer game. Thank you to everybody who bought State of Style pendants and bags yesterday. I think we sold like another 20. Remember, a portion of all proceeds goes to charity, which I love. If you want your own State of Style state pendant, we sold jersey pendants yesterday. Alabama ones always sell. The crosses, or any bags. We have the bags. We have the new backpacks, which I love the backpacks. It's the only thing I use in the airport. You can go to stateofstylegewelry.com, stateofstylegewelry.com. This is opening weekend next weekend. Crazy. I can't believe it's here. I love you guys so much today. So much. Have a great, great day.